Hi, I'm Heather from Paint to Real Fabric Arts, and today is Monday in our P.J.S Yarn Chat podcast. Hi everyone! I hope you have all had an awesome, wonderful week since we last chat. I ended up having a really good but busy week, so that's why I wasn't able to video much at all last week. Besides, the following week I did record one video, so this week I do have a little more free time, so I'm able to do a lot of videos for all of you, including this one. So I'm super excited to get back into videoing and have the videos all up for all of you to watch, and I really love making them, so I'm excited to be doing that for all of you as well as for myself. So I hope that you enjoy each and every video that I put out this week. Anyways, I'm going to show you my finished objects and then talk about what's going on with me and show you some really pretty yarn that I ended up getting that I'm super excited to show all of you. And a couple of those skeins of yarn are the prizes, part of the prizes for the crochet knit along that I'm doing, which is I'll tell you more details after this, which I've been talking about actually in the last couple podcasts, so it's not a new one, it's the same one. But anyways, I'm going to show you what I made. These are, alright, so in the beginning you saw the little clip of a candy corn, pumpkin, a marshmallow on a stick, a s'more, and another pumpkin, and that was one of the orders that ended up going out recently, and it's already been shipped and off to the person, so I'm super excited to have made those. And she wanted one that had a brown stem and one that had a green stem that was orange for the pumpkins. She wanted candy corn, she wanted this, and I don't have the little s'more out because I have it somewhere else and it's not near me, but I ended up making her one of those, and she wanted one with chocolate topping. And I love these marshmallows on the stick. I've talked about it in the last podcast, so I'm not going to go over it again. It's made with paint box yarn. This one is the Aran weight yarn, and this one is the DK weight yarn, and this is in not soft fudge, coffee bean, I think, and paper white are the colors, and that is 100% cotton yarn, paint box yarn. And this one is it's made in blood orange, and then the green is race car green, but the one I shipped out was actually grass green, and soft fudge was the stem, and the pumpkin was the same color. And then for the eyes are 6mm black safety eyes. The mouth is black embroidery floss. And then I pretty much you just end up chaining out, and you make a flat piece, and then you do single crochets and double crochets X amount, and then you do half doubles crochets and single crochets. Sorry, wrong stitch. And then you single crochet it all together once it's the right length and the right amount of those stitches, and it creates like these rib things, which are super cool because you're working in the back loop. And then after you slip stitch it together, you then slip stitch it together, or you can sew it together. I just did the slip stitch one because it's easier. And then you can whip stitch the bottom first or the top, whichever way you want to do it, and then you just stuff it after you put the face on. Make sure you put the safety eyes in nice, and don't actually put them in the little holes that this creates. If you use a bigger crochet hook, the bigger the hook, the bigger the holes. And it's cool, it looks cool for the pumpkin effect, but it's not so fun if you're trying to put safety eyes in, because they can actually pop all the way out with the back on, or the back sometimes doesn't want to clip in place very well because it doesn't have enough yarn in that the yarn or something, I don't know, it just gets in the way and it has problems, I found out, and the eye can actually fall out, and that's really not fun if you already have it all stitched up and stuffed, and you have to realize you don't have an eyeball, and you have to either open it back up or take the other eyeball out and make it eyeballless. And then you put the mouth on, just put some embroidery floss, which is super simple. The stem is just single crochets working in the round. You just do X amount, and then you just go around and around. It makes it like a stem, and then you do slip stitch, chain out, single crochet, chain out, and then single crochet in the same stitch, and then you do like slip stitch, and you do that certain amount of times, and then it creates like this like star looking thing, and then you just sew it, and then as you sew it you can make the star go away or you can leave it on there. I prefer to make it kind of look blobby when I sew it, so that way it looks more like it grew out of it and not kind of like, oh, that just is on there. Even though it looks pretty with the star thing on it, but I like it better blobby. It's really easy, fun to make. I really love making these pumpkins, so I was super excited to make it for another person and send it off. And I feel they're all year round, but this color probably is more fall, but all year round I say pumpkins, even if they're this color, they're cool. I love pumpkins. And I love fall, and I love Halloween, so this is like a fall colored candy corn I was going for when I made it, but it could be any time of the season. And pretty much you just work, so crochet is working the round, and then you just go around and around and around, and then decrease to make the like triangle shape. And you have to be careful at the top not to flatten the point, because then it will be literally down to here if you stitch it and then pull it through too hard as you close it. But other than that, you make sure you just shape it nice with like your hand and sew it and put enough stuffing in there, because if you don't put enough stuffing it will not be good either, so it'll just be squishy and weird. So yeah, and then I put a little face on it. It is 6mm black safety eyes. These safety eyes I've been getting lately. I do usually go for safety eyes from 60 Eyes, but I do also go to AliExpress, so either of those places are good. And they have good selection of black eyes more so on AliExpress, but the colored pretty eyes are more so 60 Eyes or glass eyes. And they're super good places and reliable. I feel they're a little cheaper if you want bulk size, probably through glass eyes. If you want like to search AliExpress, you might find them a little cheaper in bulk for like certain colors, but not all colors. And I don't know if they even have hand painted or what. I just started using AliExpress, but kind of confusing. I would say just use it for black safety eyes. That's at least what I've learned, because I tried to look for other colors and it didn't work out too well, so I figured black is the way to go, and to go to glass eyes if I want a lot of them. If I want a little bit of them, or them more like hand painted and in a different way than what glass eyes does, then I would go to 60 Eyes, and she does an awesome job. And I also found this other Etsy shop that I will talk about when I get some eyes from them if they're good or not, because I don't know until I get them. So but anyways, I found that one recently, and I got some cool stitch markers from her, and she was super fast shipping, so I plan on getting eyeballs from her soon when I need sparkly shiny rainbow eyes, because that's what she specializes in. And 60 Eyes doesn't really have rainbow eyes. She has sparkles and she has every other color, but she doesn't do the rainbows, which is so cool. Anyways, and then I just did embroidery floss in the color red for the mouth and eyebrows. And I did for the yarn, it is DK White 100% cotton yarn, paintbox yarn in the color soft, either butter yellow or it's mustard, one of the two. They look very similar, just one's more, you don't notice until they're next to each other, just one's brighter than the other. It is buttercup yellow, because it's the same as this, and that's what that is. And that's the only way you can really know, if then you see a little difference. But anyways, or if they're in the same thing, then you would obviously know. If they're like, you're creating all yellow and you also use the mustard, yeah. But anyways, I used blood orange, and then this one is the coffee in color. And then I just stuffed it and sewed it shut, and it was so fun, and I love doing it. I suggest stuff as you go when you get like about there, because the top can get quite small to stuff it. But I just use a wooden, like one of those wooden skewers that you use for cooking food. I just use one of those and stick it in there. If you have something that's long and wooden, that would work, and skinny, because they did give me a little poker thing, but it's more like straw size width with my stuffing, and I was like, that's cool, but not when you're doing little minis. That's cool more if it's a bigger one and you want to get in the corners in the beginning, but if you're doing the top, it's better to use the little wooden thing, I think. And that's the candy corn. This one is, oh yeah, I already showed you that one. Try to show you it twice. And then these ones, so I had this customer that bought 2 of these for me, so I didn't have any, and I decided to make another one in case somebody wanted one, and I just wanted one for myself kind of things. I think they're cute, and I sold her mine, so I figured I'd just make this little tutorial for myself, and it's the white one. Super cute and adorable. I love that I gave him an extra long tail. I like that his feet are a little better than the original. Original has small feet. This is probably the more like how the newer ones are going to be from now on. And they look the same in the picture, but when you get one, you'll know kind of thing. Unless that the customer that ordered for me wants it that way, or somebody wants it that way, then sure, the way the other ones are. But I think this one makes it stand better, and when the tail's on, gives it more equal weight versus the other one made it a little tippy. So, and the bottom looks cool, so that's good. And pretty much it's just single crochets working in the round, just increase and increase, and then you go around and decrease, and then you loop stitch the bottom, make the little feet. I kind of do my own thing because the pattern doesn't have feet, so I added my own feet. I always sew the ears on before I sew it all shut, and before I add the eyes and the mouth and everything. When I get like a few rows in, I start sewing the ears in because it's just easier, and then you can knot them inside so they don't fall off. So then if somebody does one of these, they're not gonna go anywhere. It's really cool. Or if you do that yourself or whatever, if the cat got a hold of it, it wasn't gonna hurt it as bad, even though they would probably tear it to shreds. But anyways, this is just single crochets working in the round, just round around a certain amount. You do 2 of them and then you sew it on. Then this is just single crochet a certain amount, you go round and round, and then you just sew it on to the bottom, and make sure they're as forward as you want it to be, so that way the tutorial is sitting properly. But you don't want it too forward or too back, or else it'll be this way or this way as it stands. So found that out. Anyways, and this is just single crochet increase, and then you decrease, so that way the top is bigger than the bottom, creates a nice tail. And then you just sew it on, and you make it the length that you want. Like, you make it smaller or shorter depending on the size of the tutorial and the size you want the tail. I like big tails, so the tails are going to be big. And these are 6mm black safety eyes from AliExpress. And this is just embroidery floss in the color black. And I put that all on before I stuffed it and before I shut it always. You could sew the mouth on at the end, and that's cool too, but I feel it's better that way you can hide your knots and less likely to see any black specks in there where the knot is. It's hidden. It's great. Where it's kind of harder to work it into the stuffing and it actually stay. I've had mouse pop off, so yeah. And it's super fun to make. I love tutorials, and the white one I want to make in the size the gray one is that you see me do before. And this is a blue tutorial, and he has a nice tail. He has a little better legs than the original blue one, since I sold the original blue one, and this one is now another one, and I realize he's a different shade than the original, so I gotta get the other shade blue out there. And this is just increase, decrease, and you just sew the ears on when you get to a certain part in the beginning. Then you continue doing your increasing and around and decrease, sew it shut, and you make the belly. It's just working around, increase, make it a flat circle, kind of like a coaster. But you do a row of single crochets, but you don't want it to be too puffy because then it won't go on as nicely. You hand embroider the little triangles in, because that's what I do. I say do that before you put this on here, because that way you can hide the thread, and not just that, they just look better, and you're not accidentally piercing into the blue, which is good. It makes you save on thread. And yeah, and then it just looks a little better, easier to make the size of the triangle. If you don't have one quite right, you can redo it easier. And then just sew it on once he's all completed with the arms. I say with the legs is what I do. But you could do it before you get him. Try to get as low as possible to the legs, because his belly is supposed to be really close to the legs. I always end up doing it a little too high, too close to the mouth. That I add, because not all tutorials have mouse, but I add mouse on mine with black embroidery floss. And then this is 6mm black safety eyes. And then just move his belly the way that you want it and sew it on. And sew his arms and legs. I already did before. And the arms are just single crochet, working around and around, increasing, and then you just sew it on. And then the back is the tail. That's just the same way that the white one is. You just do increase, and then you do a decrease, and then you do attach to the hiney of your tutorial. And it comes out good. If you get your tail low enough, it looks like a tail, not like something sticking out of its back. I found that out before too, so it's a really good. And if its legs and tail would light up, then it will stand, which is awesome. So make sure you do it a certain way, or else it will be wobbly. And this is tutorial, the bigger one in blue, which is like the small one, and this is the extra small baby one. And then I have the regular small one. I guess this would be like the teeny tiny tutorial, and then the other one's the small one that I have that's in between. And then I want to make one that's a little bigger than this next, as well as some more of the in-between sides of these two. Ended up designing my own acorn pattern. I like 2 of these patterns, but both of them had stuff I didn't like. And I decided to design my own top and bottom, because I wanted to have a nice little bottom on it, because little kind of point thing. I also wanted a nice top that has a nice thing on top, rather than having it be all flat on like my original acorns are. This is just increase. You just do you work in the round, and you just go around with single crochets, and then you just do another, and then increase, and then go around, and then you just go around and around and around until you get the height that you want, once it's the certain width that it is. And then I put, these are 7mm black safety eyes from AliExpress. This is black embroidery floss that I used for the mouth. They're 2 pieces, so this is the bottom and this is top, and you're going to attach them to each other once you make both. So I just ended up chaining out and then doing single crochets and slip stitch to create the little toppy thing, certain amount of height, and I attached it to the top. Then I just did single crochets working around, increase, and then I go with the front loop, and I go around and around, and it creates kind of like this like hat looking thing that goes in. And because there's a layer under here that goes in, because I do a decrease and then I do go around with the thread, so that way it creates this little poof thing, and it's not totally flat. And I pull it in a little amount, like a drawstring kind of effect it does, and it creates this like poof thing. And then you just sew it on after that, once you get the enough poof that you want, or more or less, depending how poofy you want your acorn to be. And that's the little trick I learned about it that I had to do. I know you could do it other ways, but that's the way that I thought worked really well, and it gave it a nice effect. And I think it's super cute and adorable. This is with I used pink embroidery floss for the cheeks. I used Dial Craft Special DK in the color, it's this light brown. That's like this brown tannish color. And then this is Paintbox yarn, DK weight, 100% cotton yarn. This one's 100% acrylic yarn. This one's 100% cotton yarn, and it is the coffee bean color, which is the dark brown. Super fun, easy to make pattern. And before you make sure you stuff it, and then sew the 2 pieces on, and the top doesn't get you stuffing unless you want it. And it's super fun and adorable. I love making it, and I love this acorn. And the other acorns are cute, but this one I think is just a little cuter. I want to make some different colored ones and different little different tops on each one and faces and stuff. It's gonna be fun. And I'm making 2 of these little porg. I made one porg, this one before, Then I made another one because I knew this one was going to its new home soon. So I just did, these are just worked in the round, increase and decrease, and then you just do color change in between X amount for the colors to create the little changes in its face. You'd have super big eyes, like this. They're way bigger than these. Not way bigger. These are 8mm and these are 9mm. But I've seen porks with even bigger eyes, and the bigger they are, the cuter they are, I think. So I think from now on, they're gonna have super big eyes, compared bigger than this. But this is the biggest size I had in black at the time, so I think I'm gonna do probably 10mm or 11mm, and make them a tad bit bigger because this one's a little taller because I used a bigger crochet hook, and put the eyes a little different, so that's why it looks a little different. And then the feet came out bigger on this one because I used a different way of making the feet than this and a different hook, so came out way different, but it was fun. But anyways, you just do single crochets and you just do increase and you work it around and around, and you decrease and color changing, and then you do double crochets after you chain them out and go around and make these arm things. And this pattern was by the Geeky Hooker. She is super good at having patterns and explaining them, so I really like using her patterns, and it was really fun. Before I stuffed him though, I did put the eyes on and the mouth. The mouth I just hand stitched with black embroidery floss to make it look like a pork face. And the porgs are my favorite character in Star Wars, so I love making these, and you'll be seeing me make more because I really love them, and they're so cute. And I think I should have different sizes and different kind of yarn using with it. And the feet I just did, you just go work it around, single crochets, and you chain out kind of like the pumpkin top, and you do single crochets, chain out, single crochet, slip, slip, and you do it like, so it's 3 little points, kind of like if it was having duck feet, because that's kind of it has like webbish feet, the porgs, so kind of like chicken feet, so that's what you're kind of giving them. And the pattern had a different way of doing it, but it just wasn't coming out right when I was doing it, so that's why I did my own thing. I think he's super cute and adorable, and I can't wait to make more. And you sew the arms and feet on like that, and so yeah, they're so cute and adorable. I love it. And Soon is just as cute too. So I ended up making a blue yeti out of yarn. It was to match the white one that my friend on Etsy ended up making me, and we traded. I traded a couple of amigurumis for it, and she traded one of her little mini monsters. And I ended up finding a pattern shortly after this. So I was looking up blue yetis because I really wanted to make one, and it looks similar, but I added horns on it. And I added, instead of making it an all white body, I added blue on the hands and made it more hand-like, and the feet a little different, and different, meaning blue and white instead of just all white. And I also added the little horns, and it's so cute and adorable. It was so fun to make. You work from the bottom up. You do single crochets X amount, and you do increasing, and you make these legs, and then you connect the legs, and then you go around and around and you make the body and make it. I made it a little bigger than the pattern. The pattern was like this little, but mine's the next size up, so I did more increases and more around and then decreasing and stuff. So, which made it a little bigger, and I think I used a little different hook, so it ended up making it a little bigger than the pattern. And then I made the arms a little different because of the size difference. So you just go in the round. I just followed the pattern, but then I just added a few more here and a few more here. You just do increased and decrease, create these little hand thingies, and then you do a little, and then you just make it the length you want, because you want it to be all the way up here, so there's like up here floppy, and then you stitch it up shut on top here, but before you do all that, you want to stitch the face on, and you create the face, you put the little safety eyes in, and you put the mouth on, and then you put the safety backs on, and then you put the face onto here, or you could put if your eyeballs are long enough, you could put them all the way on and through the white part and through this, and then attach them back that way. But mine are shorter, so I just attach them this way, and then I put it through, and it seems to work out. Then you stitch the face on, and then you stuff it and stitch it shut. And then I connected the little horns, and I just made those kind of like my mini monster horns. You do single, except for instead of working the back loops, I was just working in both sides of the loops. You just do single crochets, work around and around and around, and you create these little points, and it's super fun. And I love the colors that he is. He is in this is Sheep Jeezys. It's like a white color, and it's 100% cotton yarn. It's like a DK weight, super soft, fluffy. Like, so you could even brush it with like a cat brush to make it even more hairier, or get some fluffy yarn, I think, and make it more like Snow Yeti would be. The horns are also in Style Craft Special DK weight, 100% acrylic yarn, and another blue that's super pretty. I really had fun making this pattern. It was super fun, super cute and adorable. And that's the front, and that's the back, and I would love to make more of these. And sorry, got an itch on my eye. But anyways, I would love to make more of these little guys, and I want to make them in different colors. Make a girly one and like a pink. It'd be so fun and so cute, and then it'd be a girl and a boy one. Oh, that would be so adorable to protect us from snow creatures. I love snow yetis. They're so cute and adorable. They're my favorite, and and I can make so many of those. I really loved the pattern. It was so fun. And then the last item that I have to show you is this cute little chicken, or rooster, I guess you would say chicken, because I didn't do the little thingy on it, but it's a chicken, and it's super cute and adorable. It's called Chubby Chicken, and I love it. Or Chubby Chicken was the pattern name, but I really like the pattern, but I did the feet a little differently than the pattern, because the pattern told me how to do the feet, but I liked this different way of just do my own thing with it. But it's very similar, so pretty much I followed the pattern for the most part. Anyways, it's just single crochet, increase, decrease down to the bottom. You create the body, and you put the eyes in. I gave it 7mm eyes, black safety eyes from AliExpress. Then I just put the beak on after I sewed up the body. I made the beak, I made the top part, the wings and the feet and the tail. And the wings I just did is just like single crochets, working around, and then you just fold it in half, and you increase as you're going around, and then you just stitch it shut, so it creates these like wings, which are super cute and adorable. For the little top part, you just chain out, and then you do single crochets and half and doubles and so forth, and you create these little ripples that create like the little top part of the chicken. And then this is just single crochets, working in the round and around, creates this like beak shape. It's very similar to how I did the duck, and then you just connect it on to here afterwards. You connect it here, and then for this you make like this clover looking thing. I accidentally made a little extra one, but next time I'll just do it with just the 3 and not the 4th one. But you're supposed to make just 3, and then you just connect it on here after that, not 4 like I was trying to do. And then you create like these little shell things. It kind of looks like a little clover. It's super cute tail, it wiggles, and I love it. It's adorable. Sew it onto the back. And then the feet are just, you just work in the round, just single crochet, increase, decrease, and then you work around again, and you create like these shoe looking things, and you sew them shut, and then you attach it, or you can leave them open, it doesn't matter. But if you sew it shut, then it creates kind of like this thing that's sitting on, so that way it's kind of like if it was sitting on its legs or ankles, and that way it stands up better, I think. And it would stand up better if my hands were flat, but yeah, he stands, or she, she stands. It's cute. I love it. It's adorable, and I made the beak a little bigger, but that's okay. I like it that way, and it's super cute, adorable, fun to make, easy to make, and it was a fun pattern to follow, and I really loved it. And I love chickens and roosters. I think they're so cute, and this is really cute. And I wouldn't say it was exactly a chubby chicken. It's just a chicken, even though its shape is kind of more like a chubby one, I guess. And I want to make it in different colors, and it's just so cute and adorable. And I'll give it the little red thing on its nose to, you know, if it's a boy or a girl, and or rooster, I guess, or chicken. So, but it's super cute and adorable, and I love it. So awesome. Alright, and today's project that I'm making is going to be a bee. It's in the color pure black for the black, and it's going to be paper white for its wings, and for the black stripes and the stingers and pure black, and for the antennas as well, and buttercup yellow for the yellow part. And this is paintbox yarn, 100% cotton yarn, DK weight, and I just think it's super cute, super nice, soft, and nice yarn to make, and it be a super cute bee that I'll be crocheting up in a minute. But first I want to show you some yarn that I got in the mail. I ended up getting some hand-dyed yarn, and 2 of these skeins are going to be in the giveaway for the crochet knit along when you make a little amigurumi to between now, because it started last week, and it goes all the way to August 20th. I think that's the Monday, and I have the exact dates, which are, it's August 20th is when it ends, and it's going on right now, and I have the exact dates written down in Ravelry. I did do a little pre-thing, but I'm going to do the full write-up of it, which is just showing you the pictures of the yarn and stitch markers and prizes, and just pretty much writing pretty much what I'm saying verbally, which is pretty much you just make a little mini amigurumi or big amigurumi, whatever size amigurumi that you want. I'm going to be making a mini one as usual, along with all of you, and show your project, so you can show your progress as you're going along. That would get a lot more funner, and then we could chat and keep up to date with what we're doing. It would be great if you could tell me what you're working on for this, if you're interested in this, and if you're doing this together with me, and you could just tell me what you're working on either down below or in the comments on Ravelry, in the pre one or in the one when I write the things I'm saying verbally, or in the video that I'm going to be making of what I'm saying verbally as well. And pretty much you just make it between now and August 20th, and you just show a finished project, and everybody that shows a finished project will get entered into the giveaway, and as long as it's 5 days before the end of this, so that way we can all finish up together and show our projects. You can make as many as you want. It doesn't matter how many you make, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's an amigurumi. And it will be really fun to just do this together with all of you, and it will give us something fun to make. And every time I see other people make amigurumis, it gives me inspiration, and it excites me to see it, and I love seeing people's work and what they're working on, and I thought it'd be fun to do it together with all of you. Alright, so you already saw the big bag of goodies on my podcast, which is just a bunch of different colors, rainbow pack I would say, with the color white added in there of paintbox yarn. It's just 100% acrylic yarn. It's in there simply DK, and it is in DK weight, and they are pretty good size, and I think they are, not just think, I know they are now that I'm looking at it, they are 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 276 millimeters, 302 yards, and that's what they are, and they're all different colors, and that's part 1 of the giveaway. Part 2 are these beautiful skeins of yarn, and part 3 are some stitch markers that I don't have near me right now because they're coming in the mail today, and that's going to be shown in the video that I'm making, as well as the pictures up on there and on Instagram. It's going to be announced, and I'll have a little photo just saying crochet along, knit along, and then have a little link for the details, and then it'll also be announced on my blog, case you aren't able to use Ravelry or don't use it, then you can see what it's all about and show your projects off on there if you don't want to do it on Ravelry. But if you want to join in the Ravelry chat and everything, just join in on my Ravelry podcast group, which is linked down below, and as well as just go over to the thread and you'll see it. It'll be Crochet No Long. That's what it's about. So, and it's gonna be so fun to do. Alright, so these, I'll show the bottom layer and then this top layer that I put in my lap. Alright, so this is the yarn giveaway ones I'll actually show first. So this one is part 1 of the yarn giveaway of the part 2. It is this beautiful, like purpley gray going into like a teal-ish color and speckly purples going on and green. It has a lot going on, and it is hand-dyed yarn. It is from Blue Moon Fiber Arts. It is Socks That Rock, 100% super merino, medium weight, hand-dyed yarn fiber, and it's approximately 45 yards, 37 millimeters, 6 ounces, 170 grams, and it's in the colorway KIKKIS Avora Kikis Avora. Has a weird name, but I like it, and I think it's super pretty, super nice. You don't have to make socks with it. You can make whatever you want. You can even make amigurumis with this. It's super soft and beautiful, and I would love to keep it, but it's for the yarn giveaway. And the other one is in my lap. It is this beautiful, the two skeins actually match. It is from Hedgehog Fibers, and it's this beautiful sock yarn, and it is black and like this blue teal. I guess you would say teal, but it also has like speckles of teal. It has speckles of black in it, and it's like purple and speckles of green and some other random colors from the different crashing of the colors, but it's like super pretty. It's really nice, and it's super soft, and a lot. I never had Hedgehog Fibers yarn before, but it's super nice. I never had this brand either. It is very nice yarn. But anyways, it is stock yarn, Hedgehog Fibers. It's hand-dyed yarns from them, and it is 100 grams, 400 meters, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, hand-dyed using some kind of nice yarn dye, and it's machine washable, and this is machine washable too. And it says it may bleed for the first couple of washes, because that's what every hand dyer always says. I would say wash every hand dyed skein before using it, always. And it was made in Ireland, because that's where Hedgehog Fibers are from, and it's super nice. I love it. And this sock yarn. So these are the two for the giveaway, and if you will get that and the DK yarn from, that's Paintbox yarn, acrylic yarn, and some very pretty stitch markers that I got that I can't wait to show all of you, that are made with polymar clay, and these little ones that are made with like beads. You'll be getting those, and it'll be like 4 or 5 stitch markers as well, which is awesome. And those will be the yarns, and these are the yarns I got for myself. It is this gray with a beautiful like rainbow colors going through it sock yarn. It is very soft and squishy. It is from 3 Irish Girls yarn, and it is hand-dyed, and then it's called Adorn Luxe, 85% merino yarn, 7% 85% merino, superwash merino, and 15% nylon. And it is machine washable, and it is 3.5 ounces, 430 yards, and it is super nice sock yarn. It is thin yarn, but it's nice, and I really like it. I think it would make some nice close to skin stuff, like maybe a shawl, or socks, or amigurumi with some of it, but not all of it. That would be good. And I got the other rainbow one, but it's black with rainbow colors going through it. It's very pretty, and it is from 3 Irish Girls as well. It is Adorn Luxe as well. Space. I guess that's the yarn the kind of yarn it is, but it's actually Space Odyssey is the name of this one, and this one is Rocket Man. And this is 85% merino yarn, 19% nylon. And it's 3.5 ounces, 430 yards. And it's very nice and pretty thin yarn, but gorgeous. And I really love it. It's sock yarn, and it's so soft, and it matches this yarn nicely, which I really like. I wanted to see what the 2 rainbows are, and they also have a white one with rainbow going through it that I'm going to be getting soon. Love it, love it, love it. This is Western Skies Knits, and it is in their WSK kind of yarn. It is machine washable. It is Willow DK. So it's DK weight yarn, so it's super soft and squishy. It's like pink and with like some multicolors spattered all over it. It's super nice, pretty, love it, love the top. Can't wait to make amigurumis with it, as well as some other stuff and blankets. And this is very nice warm yarn. It is 280 yards, 4 ounces, and the colorway is Wake Me Up. Really like it. It's super nice. I want to get more yarn from them. The yarn company I got this from, you pretty much order a bunch of different they have a bunch of different hand dyed yarns from different companies, and you can order any kind of company that you click on, any kind of yarn that you want, and then they just ship it off to you, kind of thing. So they're like an online hand dyed yarn store. And this is Hedgehog Fibers yarn. This is their sock yarn. I ended up getting a sock yarn for myself. And this one's in the color Bubbles. It is so pretty. Very pretty. Way prettier than the pictures. The yarn that I got all look way better in person. And this is 100 grams, 400 meters, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and machine washable, and it's Hedgehog Fibers made in Ireland. Super, super pretty. Love the little speckle effect. It matches the purple one too, but you guys get that. I might order the purple one for myself because it's so pretty. I'm going to show you this one and then the other one on my lap. This is spun right round merino worsted, 100% superwash merino worsted yarn. So it's thicker, but it's not too thick. It's very nice. I like it. I think it make great more like winter stuff, like fingerless gloves, or like an amigurumi, because it's thicker, so definitely work good with the other yarns that I have for it. It's 218 yards, 100 grams, and it is in the colorway Caterpillar, and it's like greens and blacks, and there's even pink and purple in there, splattered in there. It's a very nice speckly yarn, very pretty. Love it. Way better than I thought it would be, and it's so soft. All these yarns are so soft. This is Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK. It's so nice and pretty. And it's this green. It almost is glowing. It's so green. Very, very bright green with lots of nice speckles in there. Like blues and orangey color and yellowy green, neon green I would say, and pink. It's like a neon green going through like a aqua-ish green. It's real cool. Love it. Ooh, so pretty. It's the color Fly, and this is their DK weight yarn. It's from Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK it's called, and it is 115 grams, 200 meters, 100% springy twist merino wool, hand dyed, and it is from Ireland, and it's so beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Love these yarns. They're so awesome and beautiful, and came from a really nice company. They gave me a Dum Dum lollipop and then the scratch card that have me win things. They have different things and then you win prizes, I guess, and that's super cool. They also gave me this, well, I bought one of these scissor things. They're like a kitty for like travel. I guess you can take the kitty head off, and they're scissors. I'll show them sometime, but I don't have them next to me. They're the Hiya, or I always say it wrong. Nitty snips they're called, and it came with a cool sock pattern, which is cool. And then I ended up getting it. They're like, you got a special little, I guess, seahorse or something prize, and part of this Team Dolphin thing. They say that the more yarn you get, the more prizes your team gets. And oh, it's Sandy Seashore prize. Like, what is that? They gave me goldfish rainbows. Yummy. Love these. My son loves these too, but he likes just the orange ones. He doesn't like the rainbow. I like both. And then they gave me a ruler, which is great because I always need one of these, and half the time mine breaks, so it's great. And it says Eat Sleep Knit, and it was from Eat Sleep Knit is the name of the company actually. So they're a really nice company, very good. They have very fast shipping. If you get their free shipping after you order a certain amount, it literally will come with the 2-day priority shipping. It will come really within 2 days. Or 3 days at the most, but I got it in 2 days, and it was very, very fast, the shipping. I was impressed. Oh, I gotta put the prize so it doesn't get... There we go, put everything back where it goes. And I'm gonna crochet a little and talk with you and update you with what's going on with me. So yeah, that's the amigurumi, the prizes that I was showing. The 2 skeins of hand-dyed yarn, 5 stitch markers, like 4 or 5. I have to see how many I got. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 stitch markers. Sorry, I ordered certain ones, and then I ordered certain other ones at the same time. So I have to see how many I ordered in the thing that's coming today, and then those would be the prize. There are star stitch markers, and the rainbow ball thing that I was talking about. They're really, really pretty stitch markers from the pictures, and I can't wait to see them. The star ones are made out of polymer clay, and the ball is just beads, which is super nice. And the other prize will be the Paintbox DK yarn. That's 100% acrylic yarn, rainbow colors, and it's super nice, soft acrylic yarn, and it works great with everything. And the hand-dyed yarn, you don't have to use it for socks. You can use it for anything you want. I found that sock yarn is so universal and great. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. Trying to start with the wrong color on my bee. No, its face is yellow. Tried to make a black face bee. That would be weird. But anyways, so yeah, that's the amigurumi crochet knit along. You can crochet it or knit it, whichever way you want to do it. It could be any size, any shape, any color, anything that you want of it, and as many as you want. And all you have to do is just show a picture of your finished piece at the end, and that's how you get entered into the giveaway. And the more things you make, the more better it is, I think. But at the same time, it would be really fun to see what everybody's making, and to have other people be making amigurumis together with me. And I will put more details about that and pictures of the prizes as soon as possible. It'll probably be like tomorrow or the next day, and a video, and have it posted on my blog, Instagram, and on Ravelry. So if you join the Ravelry chat, that's one way to do it, and create a little you gotta create a little project page, and if you have any issues with that, just let me know. And pretty much you just create a project page, and that's how you can post pictures on the thread. You just post you can show how it comes along from start to finish, and what kind of yarn you use, or you can just show the finished one if that's the way you want to do it. And we can chat in the thread and keep each other up to date with what's going on. And I just made an update one of just the dates that it's going to be, and it's going until August 20th, 2018, and that is Pacific time zone at midnight. It will no longer be going on, but on midnight on the 5 days before that is when the prizes close. And I'll put those dates down on the thread, and I'll write down everything. I'll write down on my blog if you don't want to post in Ravelry things, and also on my Instagram. So that way you have more than one way of doing it. And on Instagram, you can just sorry about that. You can just hashtag me at Painter World Fiber Arts with an S, and that will send it over to my page, and then I can see your finished project, and everybody else can see it. So yeah, I'm super excited to be doing this crochet along with all of you, and I hope all of you join me and join all of us that are already seemed interested in it. And I am so happy that more than one person is interested in it. It really makes me happy, because I was just like thinking it was just going to be me and one person at first, but then other people said they wanted to do it too, so I'm happy. Thank you. And yeah. So anyways, what else is going on with me? Pretty much I've been busy doing crochet orders on my Etsy shop. It's been super fun. A few orders, not totally a lot, but a few, but they want a few objects. And with every order they end up getting a free octopus and free star buddy, and that latest order got a free blue octopus and a free pink octopus, which is super cool. And every order through June will get one free. It's May through June. May and June are the free gift is, because every month I have new free gifts, and with my orders on Etsy. And I am doing star buddies and octopus buddies, and you get one free with every order you have through me. And even if you order like one item, you'll still get the free thing, and free shipping over $30. And that is always the free shipping over $30 for all US customers. I would do it international too, but international kind of is pricey, so one day I might do it too for everybody, but for now it's just US. I did find other ways of shipping, so I haven't looked into it international though yet. So when I look into that, I will definitely work something out, because I think everybody should have the free shipping option, but fortunately the price makes it different. So anyways, that's what's going on with my shop. I'm super excited. I have a maybe order going on later this week that I'm super excited about. I think she's still doing it, and I'm super excited about it, because actually she is doing it. We're doing that, and we're doing one more trade, because she had this super cute monster that I wanted, super adorable, and I told her I would trade an amigurumi for it, and she said sure, and that's what we worked out. And then as for that's how the porg got a home, and one other one, and it was the bunny. And then she said she wanted to order a couple other things for me a few weeks ago, and if she still wants them, she got it. And that'll be later this week. I'm super excited about it because I love making people happy and send them items that they like. And I just love crocheting for others. As for home life, I've been really busy doing mommy things. Like, it's the end of the year for my son's school. He's going to be a second grader next year, but his first grade is almost done. It's done, and as of next week at the end, and he has a bunch of school stuff going on. Like, they have a teddy bear day, they have a field day, they have a field trip going on, they have a game day. They have so much things going on at once. It's like, oh my gosh, it's great that they keep them happy at the end of the year with their friends that they may or may not be in class with next year, or may not even see if they move away. So it's super cool that they get to hang out one last time together as a class, and it's cool. And my son has a couple of friends from kindergarten that he loves hanging around, so he gets so excited about it, that he gets to play games with them and hang out and show them his toys, and yeah, he loves those things. And then he loves field trips. We ended up going to the museum yesterday. It was super fun, and everything was good. We also ended up having a really good time there. I didn't end up vlogging anything because it was so crowded. There's so many people. It wasn't working, and the lighting was really bad in the museum, so yeah, it wasn't working out. And then what else is going on? I'm getting blinds in the house right now. My parents just showed up to put them in, so I am going to let all of you go. I'm going to edit this. I'll have more videos and more catch up with all of you this week. I hope you all have an awesome, wonderful day, night, afternoon, no matter where you are from. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to join in the crochet knit along, just join the Ravelry podcast group, or follow me on my blog or Instagram, or just tell me on here how you would like to show me your pictures so you can get entered into the giveaway and everything. And if you would like to email me, you can. That is linked down below. If you'd like to join me on my social media, such as Twitter, Facebook, Bloglovin, Instagram, or my blog, or even my Ravelry podcast group, those are all linked down below. As well as if you would like to order anything and help support this channel and help support me and my family by ordering from my Etsy online shop, that is linked down below. I think that's about it. If I forgot anything, they're all linked down below, and I will see you next time in the video. Bye bye.